Good morning to you people. It's your boy Comic Jack. I'm back on another episode of Encouragement from Current Chat. It's Monday morning, and I'm back here with my second week of my encouraging words of the day and quotes of the day, and I'm hoping that it will help someone. In case it's your first time viewing my channel, I'm pleased to actually do this one other thing for me, and that is subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit that notification bell because I don't want you to miss any material that I upload. When you hit the notification bell, make sure you click the little word that says all beside it, because every time I upload something, you will see when I upload on whatever device you're using, your phone, your iPad, your desktop, whatever device you're using. It will notify you. You just click on that link and make sure you tune into this. Now I'm going to do this every week, Monday through Friday. I want you to tune in and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Give me that thumbs up. Also, share this with you as many people as possible. I want this to go out. Basically, what I'm trying to do is just have words of encouragement, a word of the day, and also a quote of the day. This is something, if you haven't tuned into me last week, I'm going to briefly do this. I don't want to keep being redundant, saying over and over, but this is something that I said to my children 2 or 3 times a week, just words of encouragement, a thought of the day, a word of the day, a quote of the day. And then they would give me feedback on it, and I thought this was something that I could share with other YouTubers. Just recently became a Christian, gave a life to the Lord, and now I'm trying to pay that forward and try to just encourage people, not trying to force anything down your throat. But that's what I'm trying to do, is just encourage people. So I hope you take this as love and take it as trying to help and do something very positive. The quote of the day, or the word of the day, is going to be, well, words of the day, is going to be another man's shoes. That's the word of the day. The words of the day. Another man's shoes. Because I'm a man, that's why I use the word man, but of course it can apply to women, female, whatever you identify as, it can apply to that. But another person's shoe. And basically what I'm going to write is, and the quote of the day is, you may never be able to walk a mile in another person's shoe, but you can at least give it a try. That's the quote of the day. I'm going to say it one more time. You may never be able to walk a mile in another person's shoe, but at least you can give it a try. Now, of course, y'all know me. I love to get a definition of something. And, of course, I looked it up and just wanted to make sure. It had a couple things here. One, what does the idiom of in another man in another's shoes mean? One definition of it is acting for another person or experiencing something as another person might in another position or situation. And another meaning of a phrase could mean putting yourself in another person's shoe, and that is you are attempting to see a situation from a point of view outside of your own. You are attempting to see a situation from a point of view outside of your own. And often in life, we think our point of view and our way of thinking is right without actually trying to walk in another person's shoe, trying to see their point of view, trying to see it from their eyes. And that's being a good father, a good husband, a good leader, a good Christian, a good whatever you want to put in that blank. You have to look at the other person's shoe, their point of view. You have to put yourself in their point of view and see it from nowhere before you make a decision or making a statement. Often, based on what our own values and views are, we just go ahead and say what we want to say. Sometimes it hurts people's feelings, sometimes it don't, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. But you have to make sure, if it's something really serious, something that's going to count, you have to take into account the other person's point of view before you decide one way. Because it could decide, that decision that you make could decide whether or not someone in certain situations, life or death. It could be whether or not they get a certain promotion, whether or not they get a certain position, whether if you're children, whether or not they get punished or don't get punished, or whether or not it causes a big fight, or whether or not it prevents a big fight. So there's a lot of different variations, a lot of different variables to do something. Well, what I want to say about that and what I wrote to my children on this particular day is, often in life we are quick to say or believe things about people without fully taking time to see or consider that person's point of view. We all like to judge sometimes. We got to stop doing that. I'm guilty of that, but I'm trying to work on it. We all think that our thought process or the way that we do things is the correct way. Oftentimes, We think our way is the best way. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Don't try to reinvent a tire. I've heard all the different phrases and stuff. But sometimes someone younger than you, someone a different race than you, someone a different sex than you, someone different, totally different, even someone outside of your profession can come with an idea that is better than what is currently in place. And if it is, you have to be woman enough, man enough to say, hey, that's better. Let me try and use that. Or give the person credit for bringing the idea. Oftentimes, we don't want to do that. But something we got to do. We all think that our thought process or the way we do things is the correct way. We get so wrapped up in ourselves and our desires that we often forget the things that truly matter, which are love, family, God, respect, and communication are the ingredients to a tremendously strong foundation. Let me say that one more time. Love, well, I should have said God, love, family, respect, and communication are the ingredients to a tremendously strong foundation. And having a strong foundation, man, it's so beneficial. It's so much needed now in today's society. A lot of times people just don't have the background, just don't have the foundation. You kind of learn as you go on the job training. Some aspects of life is going to be OJT, but some aspects you got to have that base foundation. If you don't have that base foundation, sometimes it can put you behind the eight ball really bad. So try and get that strong foundation. If you're a parent or if you're someone that's mentoring somebody, lay in that foundation. We all need to tap into that thing that makes us who we are and to include the people in our circle for support and direction in challenging and also in non-challenging times. Let me say that one more time. We all need to tap into that thing that makes us who we are and also include the people in our circle for support and direction in challenging times as well as non-challenging times. We must remember that the phone or the conversation works both ways and that we always going to have to be here for one another. A lot of people don't think that. Well, I called so and so, or so and so didn't call me. But guess what? That phone works both ways. That writing that letter, you can write letter from your end, or starting that text, or starting that FaceTime. All that works both ways. So you also sometimes we can't be stuck on ourselves and be stuck on, well, I called them last time. Who's keeping score? If you're a friend, you're a family member, you're a parent, you're a husband, your wife, whatever, keeping score is crazy. If you really care about that person and you really want to see that person's point of view whenever you get into an argument or a disagreement or whatever the case may be, sometimes you have to take the high road. Sometimes you have to start the conversation. You have to start that FaceTime. You have to send that text. You have to send that email. Don't keep score. Keeping score sometimes is going to prevent you from fixing a problem that can be easily remedied. But a lot of times our pride gets in the way. We don't have to take the time to look at the other person's shoe. All we care about is how our shoe. Well, she ain't walking my shoes. He ain't walking my shoes. He don't know this. He don't know that. But guess what? Same thing can be said. Maybe you need to sit down, take a step back. They always say hindsight is 100. It's clear. But guess what? Sometimes we can apply a little bit of hindsight after something has happened. And say, you know what? Maybe if I would have done this, or maybe if I'd have said this, or maybe I should say this, or maybe I should say that, and that's going to prevent something to blow up. So like I said, just sometimes let's take the opportunity before we blow our top, before we just go totally bonkers and crazy, and take time to look at the other man's point of view. Take time to walk in that person's shoes, because you never know what that person is going through. You never know. You can think you'd be the perfect family, the perfect couple, the perfect whatever, the perfect preacher, the perfect police officer, the perfect teacher. But you never know what's going on behind closed doors. You never know what's going on. And when they do something that's out of character, or doing something that's a little crazy, before we persecute them, before we take out the torches and the pitchforks and try and just persecute this person, maybe we need to take the time to say, look, let's see what's going on with Danny. Let's see what's going on with Jeff or Susie, whatever, because this is very out of character. Put yourself in that person's shoes before you try to just go ahead and persecute them and counsel them. This counsel culture is just ridiculous what's going on. But like I said, I hope this is giving you a little bit of encouragement. I hope it's giving you a little bit of direction, just my point of view. I hope that this helps you. And like I said, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. every morning, I will be dropping this on YouTube. So Please subscribe if you haven't. Please hit that notification bell. Please leave a comment because I will definitely respond to your comments. I thank you very much for this. And as always, till next time, take it easy and peace.